Philip Gonzalez of Long Island, New York, was a guy who had it all. He lived the carefree life of a bachelor and supported it with a good job as a pipe fitter. Then in 1990, Philip's world came crashing down when he severely injured his arm at a construction site. Doctors told Philip he would never be able to use his arm again.
They told me that the arm was going to wilt away because all the blood vessels and all the nerves were damaged in there, and it would never move again. It would just wilt away. So eventually they would have to amputate. I told them no. I was mad at the world, and I'm wondering why me.
Philip's friend Sheila Harris tried to pull him out of his depression.
He was a little bull that was totally incapacitated. And that's when I decided that it was just mandatory that we get him a reason to get out of the house. And to me, it was as silly as getting a dog.
After initial resistance, Philip accepted his friend Sheila's suggestion to get a pet. He wound up at a nearby animal shelter. There, Philip met Ginny. Immediately, the two made a connection.
She was sitting down looking up at me, smiling. And from that moment on, she like hypnotized me, and I said, "You're my dog now, I'm taking you home." For some reason, we bonded right then and there. And like she understood that I was injured, that I was gonna take care of her, and she was gonna take care of me.
A few nights later, Ginny began barking for no apparent reason.
I tell her, "Ginny, be quiet, what are you barking for?" And my hand starts to move, my right hand, which was never supposed to move. It starts to move.
Philip was experiencing a miraculous recovery. He then felt a presence in the room, one that brought back a memory from his childhood.
There was no one there that I could see, but it was as if there was someone in the middle of the room and she was barking. It had to be an angel. When I was young, I remember one time I was sleeping in my room and I was afraid. So my mother says, "Look, we're gonna get you a dog. Don't worry, the dog will protect you because the dog can see angels."
The impossible had occurred. In spite of doctors' predictions, Philip had regained the use of his hand, but something miraculous happened to Ginny that night as well. A few days later, while taking a walk, the dog darted away. Philip feared the worst, but when he caught up with Ginny, he found the dog licking an abandoned cat.
And I couldn't believe it. I'd never seen this before in my life.
Philip decided to take their new feline friend home, but this was just the beginning of Ginny's new role as guardian angel. On subsequent walks, Ginny uncovered a group of starving kittens in a drain pipe. Others were rescued near trash bins or alone and abandoned in the fields. Ginny is always there to make them feel safe and loved. All told, Philip and Ginny have saved hundreds and found them homes.
Good girl, Ginny.
In cases where the kittens were suffering from blindness or other physical deformities, Philip adopted them himself.
This is Jackie, and she's blind. I had a bunch of gold coins, and I cashed them in to get money to feed the cats. And I took my gold watches, rings, and chains, and I cashed them in. Because I said to myself, the cats are more important.
For Philip Gonzalez, his miraculous cure and the miracle of Ginny's uncanny ability to rescue cats has convinced him she's a godsend.
And Ginny, I see an angel because she likes to rescue injured cats who have been abandoned. And also, she rescued me. She was sent by God to take care of me, to watch over me.